Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Somnium Files nirvanA Initiative. In the last episode, we went around and we investigated all of the places that were available to us. We ran into the shooter from the stadium right at the beginning of the game when we were controlling Mizuki for the first time. Still no idea what her deal is. She never really gave Ryuki anything, but she seemed to recognize us for some reason. And I noticed that her mask was upside down, which I also found weird. Lien, we ran into at the park after talking to both Gin and Shoma. Shoma seems to not want to talk about Nai's too much. We also ran into Amame at Gin's place of work, his restaurant. Gin didn't seem to know anything about Nai's, but we think Amame does. And I personally have a theory that Amame wants into Nizit laws and wanted Lien's help to do so. So she's prime suspect number one for this because we walked into we viewed the video, the nirvanA Initiative sort of video that was on QTube, and then we started screaming incoherent Japanese again, blanked out until 9:30, went to our appointment, and, well, you can see what the result was over there. We found her right half. We then solved a few puzzles, including one that was absolutely asinine, and now we're going to check and see what this hidden door in the wall is.
See? There's a button pointing down next to the door.
This is the highest floor of the building. Looks like this elevator is only for going down.
Let's try pushing it.
Let us try pushing it, indeed. This episode's probably going to be shorter because I am expecting to be interrupted about 35 to 40 minutes
now
in.
We know Terra's escape route.
If it ends abruptly, you know why.
And the way he got in.
Terra used this elevator to bring Tokiko's right half into the room.
And he must have used the same method to get out.
The statue and non-Yipple X symbol must have been set up to return to their original positions automatically. Anyway. Let's go down there.
Let us.
What is this place?
Wow. Oh. I see. This is where the Somnium happened.
It looks like we tunneled to the other side of the world.
I think we may be near the end of this recollection into the past.
You mean we're underground?
Yeah, more than 160 feet deep. Radio waves are completely cut off due to the depth. We can't connect to the network, so keep that in mind.
I estimated the depth by calculating the acceleration and the time spent in the elevator. Thank you.
Anyway, let's start looking around. Maybe we'll find some sort of clue.
Okay. Real quickly, what ability might be useful against old men? Schmidt-style backbreaker. It's a Jeet Kune Do thing. Maybe it's backbreaking. Maybe. Backbreaking move E. Alright. Well, everything's at 9 except for Brave, which is at 15, so I think we're probably good for that.
What's this?
What's in the box? Oh, that's not good.
It's mechanical.
Some sort of device, maybe?
Can't you analyze it?
Not from here, no. At the very least, it doesn't seem to be explosives or poison gas.
You mean
Sure.
it's safe to open?
Probably.
This is kind of creepy.
Maybe it's a pedestal for performing some sort of ritual.
Like offering a sacrifice.
It's not an ironing board, that's for sure.
Tokiko. She said Nyes isn't a religious group. But this is clearly...
It's definitely got some cold vibes going on.
Yeah. There's the braziers.
Sand is coming down from above.
Looks like the ceiling has degraded. I hope it doesn't come down on us.
Yeah, that would be bad. The pillar men are here. That's where the elevator's from. Wow. It really is quite large, isn't it? This area. Anything else? Doesn't seem to be.
It's a box. There was a strange device inside.
So what do I do now?
A nice
this.
symbol here, too.
The non-nuable X.
Yep.
Don't tell me you're going to open it.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Why not?
Well, just a hunch.
It should be fine. You said it's safe to open.
I did add probably.
Still, we can't just not check it.
You can't get the treasure unless you lay the dragon, huh?
Hello?
There's so much wrong with that statement. But yes, that's the idea.
Not in Shrek. Uh-oh.
What was that sound?
Ryuki, a biological signal has been detected. They're somewhere close.
Oh.
What the?
What?
Why do you look like that?
What do you mean?
Anyway,
Why do you look like that?
Hey! Freeze!
Whoa. Why is
What
Ryuki's
is
vision
this?
freaking out? I think it was probably due to something that was in that box. We did hear like a sort of a gas, didn't we? Don't you have a gun?
Ryuki, there's a torch coming down from above!
Oh god. I put my controller down. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh.
Damn it!
Whoa. That's definitely a different button press that I wasn't used to. I was like, wait a minute, that's not the left stick.
Hey! I said stop!
Uh-oh. That's a bunch of cardboard boxes. Farewell, Ryuki Chapter 3 R2. Oh, that wasn't where the explosion happened?
Boss! I apologize for yesterday!
Ryuki, we wouldn't need police if an apology solved everything. I know you're doing your best on this investigation. Nevertheless, your screw-up yesterday really cost us. The investigation hasn't been proceeding like we hoped.
I'll make up for it! Please, give me another chance.
This reminds me of something. My daughter's
What's
been
that?
begging me not to decrease her allowance when she gets bad grades.
You were serious about that?
It's all right now.
Oh
Because
my
I
god,
am
not
here.
again.
Half might.
Excuse me?
What I'm trying to say is, I'm motivated, so please let me stay on this case. I'll solve this case no matter what it takes. In fact, I'm the only one who can.
Look, you realize it was that kind of gung-ho attitude that led you to making that mistake yesterday, right? I understand you want to distinguish yourself, but you're biting off more than you can chew.
But I can't just stop now. I should be able to handle this better than anyone.
Ryuki, boss is right. You're getting too impatient. Your life isn't over because of one little slip-up. More importantly, you need to accept your faults and learn from mistakes.
Your daughter. I'm still not used to hearing that.
Oh? Well, I guess it's true that I don't give off a maternal image. I haven't done anything motherly at all, really. My daughter just turned 18 last year, but she pretty much grew up all on her own.
18. She's older than I thought.
You wouldn't think it looking at this figure, huh? She's a grown woman now. She's capable of handling her business. Unlike a certain someone who gets overeager and screws up big time. Nothing other than what you already know. Oh, right, there is some news about the case. It has an official name now. The half-body serial killings. But that's pretty long, so we've just been calling it the HB case.
The HB case.
Now you know how the media is. You don't solve this quick and they might end up calling you the half-brain investigator. So you'd better start getting things done, Ryuki.
I didn't even wink sync with
I
it.
understand your enthusiasm, Ryuki. So I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself. I want you to continue investigating this case.
Thank you.
But I need you to follow orders from above.
Orders from above? What do you mean?
It's official. Kuruto Ryuki, you're being demoted to a police officer.
Wow.
What?
This is for yesterday's fiasco.
Wait, you mean like a normal cop?
That's terrible. That's way too harsh.
However, I'll give you 3 days. If you can resolve the case within that time, I'll take back your punishment and you won't be demoted.
3 days?
Ryuki, we should look at this in a positive light. We can continue the investigation, and if we can solve it in 3 days, you can avoid demotion.
It's
Christ.
impossible. We barely made any progress. How can I solve the case in 3 days?
Ryuki,
Demoted? Me? I'd rather be a bum on the street than a disgraced cop.
Ryuki!
Oh, and the communication system still hasn't been fixed. So any data Tama obtains can't be uploaded to the cloud yet. So just like I said before, Tama's data will be lost if her body is damaged. Be careful. You seem completely out of it.
Yeah, he's fucking... I have no idea what's going on with Ryuki.
Ryuki.
Is some wild-ass mental condition.
Are you okay, Ryuki?
Yeah. I think the scenery helped me calm down a bit. But to think... demoted. Me.
You still have 3 days. If you can solve the case by then,
It's impossible. I can't believe
Already
I was
giving up
told this
already?
today. Of all days.
Why today?
Today was the day I lost my other half.
I pulled out a broken watch from my pocket.
I had a younger
Finally
twin
getting some
brother.
backstory here.
He had a strong sense of justice. Whenever he saw evil, he would stand up to it, face it head on, no matter what. That's just the kind of guy he was. His dream was to become a detective and help bring all the dangerous criminals in Japan to justice. My brother and I were really close, and we hung out all the time. It was like he was another me. But on that day, 6 years ago,
Another 6 years
My
ago?
brother and I were in the city, and we happened to see a wanted criminal. I called the police right away, but the culprit tried to flee on a big trailer truck. He was about to get away. So my brother tried to stop him, and he ended up in front of it, and... he got run over, crushed half his body. This is the watch he was wearing.
Half his body, huh?
His time has been frozen since, and I lost my other half. My brother died 6 years
That's a
ago,
lot of symbolism.
on February 13th. Today was the day. But I guess there's no point in me telling you all this. You already know my entire history. I hate the criminal that killed my brother. I wish I could catch him and rip him to pieces. And not just him. I hate them all. All the evil in this world. I hate it all.
Then, are you really going to give up now? If you give up, the evil wins. Miyuki, isn't there something
Oops.
you're doing for your brother? Think about it.
Yeah, you're right, Tama. Thanks for reminding me of my promise to him. I'll become a hero of justice. That's why I decided to carry on his dream and be a police officer. If I fall into the bottom, I just need to crawl my way back up. I can't let it get to me now. The reason I became a sinker at Abyss was so I could encounter the more vicious criminals. The foul, immoral kind that evade the law. Sinkers dig deep into their hearts and make them pay. That's my idea of a hero. I lost something of mine in order to become a sinker. One of my eyes. I had to extract my eye to become a sinker.
So you could transplant an AI ball. Me.
The surgery was last summer, right after I was assigned to Abyss.
Yes, so you and I have known each other for about half a year now.
I've lost many things along the way, but thanks to you going into my left eye, I feel like a lot of that emptiness has been filled.
Ryuki.
Tama, as long as you're with me, I can keep going. No, I have to keep going. For my brother, I'm going to catch the HB killer.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's time to pull myself together and get back to the investigation. So, got any new intel?
What?
I'm sorry. Do you have any new information for me, please, ma'am?
Yes, I do. I looked into Chikara Horidori some more and came across something fishy. Also, I found something interesting about Shoma.
Okay. Well.
Wait. Before we go, you have a call from Iris.
Oh. I did not plan on leaving.
Oh, Ryuki? There's something I wanted to tell you about the case.
What is it?
Well, I'm sorry. Recording is about to start, so I can't really get into it right now. Would you be able to visit Lemniscate later?
Lemniscate, the talent agency Iris belongs to.
You're gonna be cut in half too, aren't
The
you?
building also has a small recording studio.
All right, I'll see you there later.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, you've already been cut in half once, just not vertically. About Chikara.
Chikara was doing some dubious research in the past.
His current research is pretty dubious too. Rewriting DNA to achieve immortality.
It was even more questionable than that. Rumors say there were even human experiments involved.
Human experiments?
Anyway, word moves fast, and the Research Institute was temporarily shut down. This happened 9 years ago. During that time, Chikara went missing for a bit to avoid being investigated.
But what about the current institute?
It was reopened after things had settled down. Of course, that required a massive amount of funds, which was provided by Riichi Chieda, Kizuna Chieda's father.
Oh. Kizuna. So let me get that back in my head a little bit. The current institute was reopened and funded by Kizuna's father. So they have a connection.
The location indicated in the hidden message in Bats 490 was a research institute. That's what Shoma said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it actually wasn't Horadori Institute. I read through a ton of speculation threads online, and none of them mentioned Horadori Institute.
Then where was it, really?
I don't know. All I know for sure is it wasn't Horadori Institute.
Huh.
Then that means Shoma lied. I have to talk to him. Where's Shoma now?
I don't know. It looks like he turned his smartphone off.
Of course. So he's been lying to us, as expected, to be quite honest. I mean, they don't want us knowing the details of Nizet laws when we're not a member, right? Which means I might be able to assume that Gin is also lying to us, but we'll see.
But we do have a lead. Remember what Komeiji said?
I'm not going to make assumptions on things that I don't have data on.
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too. He's almost in middle school and he still comes here by himself all the time.
Ferris wheel. The one on the rooftop amusement park at Misaton.
Ryuichi Chieda is an extremely wealthy investor.
Wow, what a look.
He's rich enough to be on the list of the world's most wealthy people.
Kizuna is rich as fuck. Interesting.
He's involved in a wide range of business ventures and holds many different titles. Investor, philanthropist, the founder of the Chieda Foundation, a university professor emeritus, and national goodwill ambassador. And after all that, he also became the chairman of a social welfare corporation, Iowan.
Iowan?
It's an orphanage.
Never heard of that.
Seems that's where he is now.
I feel like that's probably a front for something.
Our destinations are decided for now, but...
Iowan, Misaton, and the third is Lemniscate.
there's one more place I'd like to go.
Oh.
Marble in Golden Yokucho.
Oh, really?
Ah, Mama the Informant.
Yo, what is that redesign?
You suspect she might know something.
That's right.
Then let's get going.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Marble did provide us with quite a few interesting pieces of factoids in the first game, so... Oh, Mizuki's here.
Huh? Ryuki, why are you here?
To question people for the investigation. Why are you two here?
Kizzy comes here to play with the kids sometimes.
That's nice.
She really loves kids.
Yes, I find it quite soothing, and it energizes me.
I'm just tagging along.
That makes sense. Mizuki could probably fit in with the kids pretty good.
I feel like I just got insulted. Mind if I kick your ass?
No.
Vic Sis is quite popular with the children here. She played with them often when she was still living with Mr. Date as well.
How are
It's
you?
all right now.
Why?
Because I am here. Half-mites.
What?
You just seemed kinda quiet, so I thought maybe you weren't feeling well.
But I'm always like this. Though, now that you mention it, I guess my old leg wound is bothering me a bit.
That's true, you got shot there.
Wait, where are you looking, perv?
Huh? You brought it up. By the way, is that a bullet wound?
Yeah.
Doesn't it hurt?
No, not really. It's from when I got shot by the new Cyclops killer. But I think the pain I felt inside was worse. Now I'll be scarred forever because of that bastard.
I'm not gonna say, shouldn't you be in school? Because every single time that we say that, it's like, oh, it's a holiday or some dumb shit. She's looking around curiously. She'll kick me if I say that, so I'll keep it to
so
myself.
you wanna get kicked?
Your thoughts are written all over your face.
Oh, nothing. Being here takes me back.
Oh, sorry, I have to treat Tamagotchi version of you. How hard do I like my ramen? Extra hard. Okay. Now Impish is working its way up there, but it's not going to catch it, I don't think. Oh, Kizuna.
Indeed, we have been quite close. Some time ago, when I nearly got in trouble with some delinquents in town, Mr. Date saved me. Since then, I have been showing my gratitude with home-cooked meals, or booking a hotel room for him if he is unable to go home for whatever reason.
Considering I doubt that he's the most stellar of cooks, and, I mean, Mizuki, she doesn't have much life experience, so she's probably also not the most stellar of cooks.
Like when we got in a big fight and I kicked him out.
As we continue to interact, we have come to form a sort of mutually beneficial relationship.
You must like Mr. Date, Kizuna.
Yes, but merely as a friend.
She was pretty direct about it.
Yep. That old vibrating bed of a man would never be a viable romantic candidate.
Sad but true.
You mentioned you were questioning people. Is someone here related to the case?
I'm here to talk to your father, Mr. Riichi Chieda.
What? My father?
Yeah, I heard he's here.
He is, though I believe he is currently in a meeting.
I see. Then I guess I'll wait until he's done.
Oh.
We did not get much of a chance to speak yesterday. For various reasons, I have been living with another girl since I was 9 years old.
Another girl? Not your relative.
No, we were not related by blood. We were the same age, but I referred to her as Big Sis. She was so beautiful, collected, and dependable. She was the spitting image of an older sister. There is something about Mizuki that reminds me of her.
Another suspicious individual that we know nothing about.
Beautiful and collected, huh?
Why does that look in your eyes offend me so much right now?
Is she not with you anymore?
When she turned 15, she was adopted. So, we do not live together any longer.
We'll have to keep that in mind. Well,
so
hello.
what is it you wish to discuss?
You heard and came over rather quickly.
Father.
And who is this?
Kizuna wanted to talk to you.
Mr. Ryuki from the police. He is investigating the HB case.
I see.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Kuruto Ryuki from the Metropolitan Police Department. May I ask you some questions?
That's fine, but I don't have much time. I would appreciate it if you're quick about it.
Absolutely.
Indeed I am.
An investor and founder of the Chieda Foundation. You're also the chief director of Iowan and a major shareholder of Horodori Institute of Genetics, is that right?
And all of that has kept me quite busy. So, you already know all that about me. What more do you want me to say?
This guy's a piece of work. He obviously doesn't respect us.
I mean, he is one of the wealthiest people on Earth. A police officer is probably like an aunt to him.
Of course I know about it. One of the victims was from the research institute I invest in. I've suffered heavy losses because of it.
So he's
quite
straight
the
up with it.
aggravating
That's
incident.
smart.
As a citizen, I would like the police to resolve this problem as quickly as possible.
Where do I remember his voice from? Huh. I feel like he's a character in Fire Emblem. Oh, he's Arundel. That's who he is. Yeah, he's Lord Arundel, aka Thales. At least I think that's who he is.
Before they waste any more of our taxes, that is.
Ugh.
Yep. Openly scoff about that.
Well, he is the director of the research institute I'm funding. Or maybe I should say was. Either way, that was the extent of our relationship.
He was quite, well, an eccentric individual.
And I only invested in his work. I don't care what his personality was like. It doesn't concern me as long as it doesn't affect his job.
Was there any work-related trouble?
Not at all. You seem to be searching for a motive for me to kill Chikara.
Nah, just looking for leads, really.
However, I gain nothing from his death. I have suffered nothing but losses because of this incident. In other words, I am a victim as well. And you suspect me of all people. The police in this country continue to prove their own uselessness.
Seriously, what is up with this guy?
I mean, you're being openly antagonistic towards me when I'm just trying to do my job, buddy.
If only he didn't have so much authority, we could pin something on him and book him.
Thanks for being the bad cop, Tama.
Well, hold on now.
About Jin.
Jin Furroway. You mean the first victim?
You were both members of the elite. Did you have any contacts?
Of course I know of him. In fact, anyone involved in finance couldn't avoid knowing him.
Were you close with him at all?
Not particularly.
I checked. He and Jin had practically no contact with each other.
Okay.
Who's that?
The president of NICE Japan.
NICE? I'm not familiar. I've never even heard of it.
Good.
What were you doing 2 days ago? February 11th, around 8 p.m. And on February 9th, at 6 a.m.
What is that supposed to be? Confirming my alibi?
Yep, it's part of my job.
Yes, well, it's only a formality.
I see the police have no problem wasting people's time.
You're wasting more time by not answering the question.
Well, fine. 2 days ago, I was having dinner with the Federation of Economic Organizations in Ginza. I was on a business trip on the 9th, and I stayed at a hotel in Kyoto.
Tama?
I just checked. He's telling the truth.
Cool.
He was spotted on surveillance cameras in each location.
Good to know.
I understand you are the majority shareholder of Horodori Institute. As the de facto owner of the Research Institute, I'm sure you must know of its origins and insider information.
What are you trying to say?
I explained the information about Chikara that Tama had obtained, about the dubious research that he had been conducting, and about the rumors of human experiments, and that his research facility was forced to shut down 9 years ago, along with the fact that Chikara had disappeared in order to avoid being investigated, and that the current research institute was built after the heat from that incident had settled down.
Did you know all of this?
I did.
You provided the capital required to rebuild the Research Institute, did you not?
Yes.
This is the big question.
The gene therapy research that was being led by Chikara. That research had a great deal of value and potential. Even with all the advancements in this day and age, there are many people who are still suffering from incurable diseases. Not to mention all of the children who can't live a normal life due to the illnesses they were born with.
Nice angle.
I've seen the suffering of
politician's
so
answer.
many people. Precious to me. Chikara's research had the potential to help all of those people. It brought hope to humanity itself. It's certainly true that his personality and past weren't without issues, and I won't deny that the research faced criticism due to its radical nature. Still, if it can help alleviate the suffering of so many people, I wanted to put my support behind it. In other words, I invested in the future that Research Institute could bring us.
To be honest, I have no motive to suspect you of anything, which means you've done a really good job. However, I'm still putting you on the list.
Tama, is there anyone in Mr. Chieda's family that has an incurable disease?
No, and of course, he doesn't have one himself either. His only daughter is completely healthy, and his wife, Kizuna's mother, passed away long ago.
Well, that was an interesting conversation.
What is it?
No, it's just... Is this your first time here?
Kizzy's invited me a bunch of times before.
Big Sis is very popular among the children, and she is great at keeping them entertained.
I'm not as good as you, Kizzy.
I see. Feel free to come back anytime.
So you also see this resemblance, huh?
Any friend of Kizuna is welcome here.
Ryuki, I just looked into Iowan. I came across some interesting information. 23 years ago, a child in their care went missing.
Oh.
What?
That child was 6 at the time. His name was Uru Somazuki.
I feel like I've heard that last
It
name.
was reported extensively, but he still hasn't been found.
That's a little wild. 23 years ago, huh? Well, I'm not going to check the file to look at people's ages, right? Because I feel like that would be a little bit too rude. Kizuna. Wink Sink. Get this done real quick.
No matter how much wealth you have, there is a limit to the people you can save. How powerless I am. Perhaps it's necessary to be accepting of help wherever you can get it.
Interesting.
Mr. Chieda, there's one more thing I'd like to ask.
What is it?
It's about Uru Somazuki. You remember him, don't you?
Yes. I will never forget. The Iowan missing child. That's what the media called it back then. Was it a kidnapping or an accident? The case was never solved. And the child is still missing to this day. What a painful memory. It makes my heart ache. As the chairman, I take full responsibility. But wouldn't you agree that the police should take most of the blame?
Wow.
After mobilizing so many investigators, they weren't able to find a single clue.
What do you think, Tama?
He has some personality issues, but he doesn't seem like an evil monster. It doesn't seem like he's lying either. Though it is concerning that so many mysterious incidents have been happening around him.
Are we done here?
Maybe it's not him then, maybe it's someone related to him, like Kizuna.
We've wasted enough time, I think. I'll be going now.
Father!
Oh? Oh my god. Not this right now.
Please! Let me marry your daughter! I swear I'll give her a good life! I swear it to the heavens! So please, please, give me permission to marry your daughter!
Kizuna, I'll be coming home late again tonight.
Yes. Goodbye, Father.
Wait! Please don't ignore me!
Kizuna, who is this?
A stranger.
Oh, wait!
Wow.
We met at Matsushina Diner 2 days ago!
You're that unemployed guy, Lien, right? Did you go to the unemployment office?
I'm gonna go tomorrow.
That's a no.
In other words, you're a leech on society.
Damn.
Never sucked anyone's blood.
I don't think he was being literal.
No job, no education, no manners. Not to mention, you're drinking in the middle of the day.
Oh, but this is non-alcoholic.
And you dare call me father?
Why did you bring that with you?
To put it frankly, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
How rude! I'm a human being, thank you very much. And I am not a pole vaulter.
He is very dumb.
In any case, stay away from my daughter. No, it's not like she would give you the time of day anyway.
That's true. She never has.
Wait!
Sorry, Lien. I don't think that's happening.
Aww, Izzy's dad must be really busy.
I don't think that was the issue.
Looks like he's feeling down, but his core remains undamaged.
Well, at least he's okay. But I'm gonna have to end it here. I'm expecting the person to return soon. You know what? I'm gonna splice this part together with a continuation, so that we can get a full 1 hour for this episode. So yeah, bye for now. See ya, see you in 5 seconds for you, but probably way later in the day for me. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a couple days since I finished recording that first half of this episode, so I'm back, and I answered the last question that I needed for the eyeball-y at least, so we got a date. Oops. I wanted to open the album real quick. So we evolved into Mizuki, and then we got Date. Not Moma, but Date. Adult with a heart full of bravery, love, and justice. Always thinking dirty thoughts and is dangerously close to a lawsuit. Loves porn bags. How do I get Iba? Oh, Iba's where we start. That's right. I believe that's it for that. Let me... where do I even check this? I suppose we should check the evaluation, right? Because we're supposed to gain police badge level and stuff. I don't know what it does, but... we are Sinker Class C1 now. New costumes. Mermaid outfit, cat paws, and tail. I'm still confused about how to use those properly, but you know what? I don't think I'm going to use them, at least for the time being. If you guys want me to use them, feel free to tell me, and give your input on which ones I should use. Yes, I wanted to reset this. Okay. Restarting. Hello, Iba. So let's see. I don't feel anything. Okay, I'm crazy. We don't know what the evolutions are other than Mizuki E, right? I know I'm spending way too much time about this Tamagotchi stuff, but I am interested. Manual? I think it's under manual, right? Yes. Where is it? Where is it? I guess it's not... I don't think it's this, right? Oh, it is this. Eyeballies, that's what they call them. So we need... So Iba is the start. Mizuki is courage. Iris is love. Ota is naughty. And Amame is madness. Why is Amame the madness stat? You know, that's a little sus, I would say. And also Sejima. We have not seen or really heard much of either of the Sejimas from the first game, which is interesting. So we either get Ritsuko or Sejima from Amame. We'll think about it, you know? We'll just keep working through it and try and get the correct ones as many times as possible. But regardless, we're back. And I'm recording back in the room that I used to record most of Great Ace Attorney, really. So it's kind of like a return home, right? About
that
Lien.
guy from Matsushita Diner is kind of a weirdo, isn't he? He doesn't seem like a bad person, but I've been here before, but this was my first time meeting Mr. Chieda.
That's kind of surprising.
Though,
Nothing else, huh? You cut yourself off there, Mizuki. What are you thinking, girl?
That is how my father always is. Mr.
Oh,
Ryuki,
really?
is my father related to the case somehow?
I doubt it, but, I mean, I have to do my due diligence.
It's still hard to say.
I see. He has been following me around since we met at Matsushita Diner 2 days ago.
Great, a stalker.
Oh, fantastic.
Considering how persistent he is, I may have to deal with him as a cop.
Oh, actually, he was so persistent that I allowed him to consider us friends for the time being.
That's not a good idea.
Sounded like this girl's problematic in her own way.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Oh, it's you again. You seem to show up wherever I go. Maybe we're connected somehow.
You know, I didn't think so before, but maybe so.
Not that I want to be connected with the dude.
Lien.
I totally crashed and burned today.
What did you expect?
All because this thing caused a misunderstanding.
That wasn't the issue.
Meeting the
I
parents
think it was
is a
just
once-in-a-lifetime
you
event.
and your entire existence.
I wanted to calm my nerves a bit. But I'm definitely gonna get his approval next time we meet.
This guy is the Larry Butts of this game, isn't
That's some real positive thinking.
Huh,
I don't know what
damn
clued
right.
me into that fact. It
If
could
you
be
aren't in it to
anything.
win it, you've already lost.
He's still got too much confidence.
Maybe you could learn something from him, Ryuki.
Don't even suggest it.
I mean, Ryuki is kind of a negative Nancy.
But I was basically told that I'm useless just 3 days ago. Can't say it doesn't sting after hearing it so many times.
Yeah, I did. I was thinking. I was like, wasn't 3 days ago like when we met Kizuna for the first time? But
As you know, I met Kizzy 2 days
it
ago
was 2 days ago.
at Matsushita Diner. When I saw her, it was love at first sight. I tried to get her attention. When Kizzy left the diner, I followed her. When she boarded a train, I spent all my money to get on the same one. When she went in the girls' bathroom, I followed her.
That is a sex offender.
Ryuki, cuff it.
Yeah.
I decided not to go inside.
Oh, okay.
Even
You
though
gotta
she
finish
kept
your sentence
ignoring me,
quicker there.
I never gave up trying to talk to her. And finally, in Yoyagi Park, she acknowledged me. Kizzy finally decided to accept my love.
I told him it was acceptable to be strictly friends.
So, you gave in.
You set a bad precedent there.
That's a very bad precedent. You don't give in.
However, I believe you promised you would be more serious about your job search.
You know, her strict attitude with him, though, might actually change him for the better a bit.
I do not associate with those who do not work, let alone be friends with them.
That's an interesting moral compass to have. And she's mentioned it multiple times now, which makes me think that we are going to learn about why at some point in the future. Probably not now.
Yeah, but I was here yesterday, so...
It was indeed helpful of you to play with the children. However, that does not conclude your promise to me.
I'm sorry. I feel like we're destined to be together, Kizzy. I want to stay by your side.
I love how she doesn't acknowledge anything about his feelings whatsoever until he fucking gets his act together. It's fantastic.
Ah, you were at Matsushita Diner too, weren't you?
Yeah? Why?
Wait. What's this called again? Rendezvous?
No,
What?
definitely not.
No, that's not it. Fleur-de-lis.
What the hell is this guy talking about?
He doesn't know French, that's what he's saying.
I have no idea.
I almost have it. It's right at the back of my uvula.
Can I chokeslam him?
Yeah, let's do it.
My name. Lien is spelled L-I-E-N. In French, Lien means bond, just like Kizuna means bond in Japanese.
How do you know that when you just said you didn't know what rendezvous and fleur-de-lis mean?
Well, how about it? That's destiny, right?
This man is hopeless.
Sounds like a bit of a stretch.
I agree.
Thank you, Mizuki. Also, I love Mizuki's kicks, by the way. They're fantastic.
Remember how I said I got fired from my cleaning job? The place I worked was Horadori Institute.
Oh, really? You were the janitor?
What?
I actually used to be a thief. I was so good at lockpicking, they called me the master of unlocking.
Why was?
I used my skills to borrow valuables. Many times. I've gone clean, of course. I got arrested, did my time, and I haven't stolen anything since. I was so stupid back then. And I honestly regret it from the bottom of my heart. But Chikara Horadori, the director, found out about my criminal record.
Blackmail.
And he fired me. He told me, a person who falls to those depths can never rise again. Damn it. It's just not fair. I've been working hard since I got out of jail. That's why I was like that back at the diner, by the way. To be honest, I was debating whether I should just kill myself.
That is incredibly dark.
That's when an angel appeared before me.
Me?
That's right, Kizzy. You. I felt saved. I wanted to give it my all and live again.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you found something to live for.
You saved my life.
Lien, please tell me one thing.
Anything!
You have not stolen a single thing since you were released?
Yeah. Of course I haven't.
So you haven't used your lockpicking skills either?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, hold on. Don't tell me you broke into someone's house.
Uh-oh.
No, that's not wrong, but it's wrong. It's true that I opened a lock and broke in somewhere, but I wasn't committing a crime.
And how's that possible? Something that you own?
The thing is, last night...
Last night? You broke into a house?
No, not a house. I guess I have to say it.
Yep, in front of the cop.
I broke in to Horadori Institute.
What?
Oh, but like I said, it wasn't a crime.
How?
It was for an investigation. I was helping the police.
Who?
The police.
Strange. I didn't hear anything about that.
Maybe it was unrelated to the HB case.
Or someone was posing as a cop and got him to fucking
The
help.
goal was to get inside the hidden room inside Horadori Institute.
Hidden room?
But in the end, we didn't find anything. So I didn't take anything either.
AKA you didn't find anything, and the other person hid their true intention from you.
Please believe me.
Wait.
Who?
Who asked you to do this investigation?
This is important.
I can't tell you that. It's supposed to be a
come
secret.
on, I'm a cop!
Secret? You just told us the whole thing.
Anyway, I just want you to know I didn't do anything illegal. At all.
Very well. I will trust you, Lien.
Ah, thank you! You really are an angel, Kizzy!
I will trust him as well,
crap.
just because I
forgot to mention
don't
something
think
important.
I think he's got a good heart on him, right? And he feels like the type of character that you don't want to believe could hurt you. And if he would, at any point in this story, it would be for a good reason, right?
I should have said this earlier, Kizzy. The order was supposed to be the other way around, but here it goes. Kizzy, please marry me.
You are trying to skip a lot of steps here.
Wait a minute. Is that?
I hope my
can't
prince
even see
charming
what
will
he's
appear
holding.
before me with a glass slipper someday.
Oh, that's what he's holding.
That's my dream.
Not an engagement ring, but an engagement shoe.
And where did you find that?
I bought them using my entire life savings.
Didn't you say you used the rest of your money jumping on the train to follow her the other day?
Please, accept.
I cannot accept that. We would need to have a relationship for an adequate amount of time first.
What?
Kizzy?
You mean you'll date me?
You're jumping.
No, that is not what I meant by relationship. I meant that we would need to spend time together as friends.
There you go.
How long? How long? Hey, how long would we need to be friends?
That is not something that you can quantify with a number. That is something that you can only quantify with thoughts.
Well... $5 years. No, perhaps 6.
Damn.
If after 6 years you still feel the same way, then...
Okay, got it. Then I'll take good care of this for 6 years.
What? Seriously?
Oh, interesting. 6 years. You know, we're 6 years in the past right now, so that's gonna be interesting when we go back to the future.
What if you lose them? Or break them?
I don't think he'll do that. He seems very adamant.
Hey, I have a good idea.
Oh?
Uh-oh. Are you gonna bury them in the yard here?
There.
Yep.
I put the glass slippers in there, and the letters. I wrote out how I feel now in one of the letters, and in the other...
I have written how I currently feel in that letter.
Damn.
This is a time capsule.
Huh.
We'll bury it here, then dig it out 6 years from now.
It's a very colorful box.
If you still feel the same way as what's written in the letters in 6 years...
Yeah, then you'll accept the shoes. Right, Kizzy?
Yes, then... perhaps.
You know, that is kinda romantic.
You know, Mizuki, I feel like that's the first time you've talked about romantic things in the entirety of this series. So it kind of slapped me across the face to read that line.
I didn't know you had this sort of side to you, Ryuki.
Hey, come on now.
Okay.
He just hasn't had the
burying it
ability
now.
to express it yet. Same as Mizuki.
I can't wait. 6 years.
6 years is a pretty long time. You sure you're still gonna feel the same way?
Of course. My love is eternally undying.
Huh? Kizuna, what's wrong?
Oh, that again.
What?
You know how dogs pee when they get excited? It's kind of like that.
I don't get it.
That's a little weird.
Just watch.
Oh boy.
Let us begin.
Is she going to dance because she's excited?
Start the music.
What an odd girl. How many dance numbers is this? I think this is only the second dance number. It's the third musical number though, because we've had a bit of singing.
And gum on my way to the station. The crowd squeezes out my frustration. And now I'm taking heat in the classroom. Oh well, I'll eat some donuts in the bathroom. Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend. I see all of their smiles in their pics online. Wait, why is that making me cry? Oh my Prince Charming, where can I find you? How do I remind you of the dream we share? But dreams are just for dreamers, lonely hearts and schemers. I've got to break the chains of fame on my own. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lonely girl across the
Mizuki trying to mimic the dance is so good.
worlds apart with beating hearts unite the light through the night. If the boys want to reach us, they'll have to keep
You know, if you asked me about 3 or 4 years ago how I felt about dance numbers being injected in games and other media like movies, I would say I relatively dislike them, right? But I'm starting to appreciate the brilliance of adding something just kind of corny, but also fun to something that is rather grim and dark, right? Oh boy, what is this? What is this shot? What does that mean? You can't just put that ominous leaf falling imagery in there.
I thought so 2 days ago, too. You really are good at dancing, Kizuna.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was seriously amazing.
Cute.
Well, I need to get going now.
That was a great scene.
Yeah, see you later.
Have a nice day.
Good luck with the investigation.
Don't die. Well, that was a very nice rendezvous with a lot of characters that are still alive and not dead and totally won't die in the future. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you guys very much for watching. And in the next part, maybe we'll run into some characters that actually are suspicious and have something to do with terror and the Tokiko murder, which is our freshest body yet. But that's for the next episode. So thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.